Alright, this is going to be that awesome, beautiful bass part from Orion by Metallica. Oh man, this is so nice, and I'm going to show you the way to play it. That's kind of like how you would finger pluck a guitar. So if you're a plucker, instead of keeping your thumb up here and plucking it, I'm showing you more like a finger picking style. So it's going to be a really good tool to have in your toolbox to be able to do this kind of plucking. And also, I'm going to show you how to mute all the other strings out, keep it really silent, and keep everything sounding clean. So anyway, I am Finbar of Finbar Bass. Okay, so what are those bass videos all about down when you click on the YouTube text box right there? Well, bass playing is kind of a time of discovery, you know? It's like an adventure. You're learning new stuff all the time, you're increasing your chops, you're getting better, right? So we need to practice bass. And when we're practicing, you know, and learning all these different techniques, like through these videos, why not make it fun, right? I mean, that's great. If you can actually get better on the bass, you know, and learn all these different songs or techniques or whatever, and, you know, and have fun doing it instead of just doing it through, you know, repetitious, you know, study, then that's a fantastic thing, and that's fun. You're doing it through something that you love. You're doing it through music. And that makes it just so much easier to do and so much better. So don't forget, click on the clicker box right down there in the YouTube text box. I think it's really going to help you out. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you here is the old right hand technique. Now, this is all played, this part on the A, the D, and the G strings. So you don't really want that D string sounding out and kind of contaminating this most beautiful of bass lines. So what I've done is figured out a way to actually keep everything muted really well. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually be plucking this So what's happening there is my heel of my hand right here is actually laying on the E string, so that doesn't have a chance of ringing out at all. My thumb is actually plucking the A string, right? And when it's not plucking the A string, it's resting on the A string. So that's actually going to mute that A string out when you're not playing that. So like, right? So like this, and this chord here. Now see, when I'm playing those, I'm actually muting out both the E and the A string. So they don't have a chance of muddying up the waters at all. Just like that. You could do it like this also, but to keep, if your thumb's there, it's muting out that A string. So you got, and as soon as you get done with that chord, your thumb is actually going to go and mute the A. Now that's if you don't want the A to ring out. Maybe you want the A to ring out. You can do it like that too if you like that sound, but I like to keep it all clean. So you're going to pluck with your thumb, and my pointer finger, right, is plucking the D string, and my middle finger is plucking the G string. So you got, right, just like that. And then on the next chord, notice my thumb is muting the A string, and I have, again, my pointer is on the D string, middle finger's on the G. And I'll show you these chords too, but I'm just showing you my right hand here. Just like that. And this situation too allows me to get a little hammer on there, which is cool. So so basically this is just happening here. And then at that point, you're hitting that A string again, so you stop muting it. And you can pluck it. What's cool when you're plucking out with your thumb, you can make that nice and soft, just like that, right? And again, using your middle finger for the G string, or you can almost make it sound like if you want to make it sound a little harder, just like that. And then if you want, you can slide back into that original chord. Just like that. All right, so what's going on with the left hand here? Well, or your, I shouldn't say left hand. Ha! Your fretting hand, I should say, for all you lefties out there. Sorry about that. So what you're doing there is you're just basically making a chord. This power chord right here. So you're on the 9th fret of the A string with your pointer, and then with your 3rd finger and your pinky, you're on the 11th frets of both the D string and the G string. And this is a configuration that you should really learn because it's fantastic. It's a power chord, or you could just do it with the 1st and the 5th like that. But if you add the octave into it, a little bit more powerful, and it's a great configuration to know because then you can move it around. But if you're here trying to learn a Metallica song, you probably know about power chords already. But just in case you don't, that's the configuration right there. E string too. Just like that. So anyway, that's first. You're hitting this first, then here and here. It's not like just the chord. Just like that. Then you're going to move your hand down, and it's this chord here, this power chord. Right? Just like that. But I hit that with my pinky. Instead of hitting it with this, with your 3rd finger, hit that with your pinky. So you got, right? And I do that because that allows me now, see my 3rd finger is just chilling here. I could use my 3rd finger on the next part. See that? So it's basically, but I'm doing it like this with my pinky. And that allows me to get that little hammer on right there. What I'm doing is I'm only plucking this string once, and I'm hammering onto that note, which is the 9th fret. So far we have that chord, and we have this one. Whoops. Right? Hopefully your thumb is silencing the A string there. Just like that, and then we got, you can do the hammer on if you want, or just without the hammer on. It would sound like just like that. And then next we have, so that right there, you're hitting the 7th fret of the A string, and it's octave, which is on the 9th fret right here of the G string, and then back to that 7th fret. So just like that. And I'm actually muting out this string right here, the D string, with my finger because it's laying on it. So that's why you don't hear that. See, if you hear that ringing out, that sounds weird. So I mute it. And then if you want, you can slide back up into that original chord that we had up there. I'm just sliding from that 7th fret to the 9th fret. So I'll just do it really, really slow just to show you what this is all about. And it starts over again. And incidentally, when you're playing these chords here, if you don't want to mute that out with your thumb, the A string, this finger kind of leaks over onto it, past this D string and onto the A string a little bit, and it's just sort of touching it right there. And that, my finger kind of automatically does that just to mute it out. You could also just mute it by having your thumb on that string as well. So just like that. So I'll play it again a little bit faster, just so you can kind of see it a little bit closer to tempo. If you play it like that, it actually, especially with the hammer-ons and with the finger plucking, it sounds more like a country or southern rock riff or something like that. I know, God forbid I say something like that. I actually read that Cliff was supposedly into like southern rock music and all different genres of music, which is really, really cool. I like that, multifaceted. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Not just that it's a fantastic, really nice melodic bass riff, really full and kind of rich, but that, you know, if you play it like that, it's kind of giving you some finger picking skills and maybe a little bit of a different way to play your bass that maybe you didn't think of before, you know, playing it a little bit more like a guitar. You know, every different way that you play gives you different sounds. You know, most of your tone comes from your hands, your fingers, you know, not just from your amp and from, you know, the pickups on your bass. So it's always good to have different ways to play in your toolbox. But anyway, I am Finbar of Finbar Bass. Don't forget to click on the YouTube text box right down there if you want those lessons, if you haven't gotten them yet. And other than that, you can always subscribe to my to my bass channel, Finbar Bass. That's my YouTube channel. There's over 200, I think there's like 240 videos or something like that on there right now. So it'd really be hard to learn all of those because there's quite a lot on there. And there's all different genres of music. There is things from a long time ago, stuff that just came out recently, and it kind of spans a lot of different types of music too. There's guitar music on there transcribed for bass. There's videos that are like computer games themes, you know, theme songs, superhero songs, and there's metal. There's more metal on there if you like Metallica and stuff like that. Check out the Funeralopolis. That's really fun. And yeah, just tons of stuff. So, you know, don't get bored playing. You know, you can't ever say, you know, I don't have anything to play or I'm bored. Just go to my channel, subscribe if you want, and you'll always know when the new stuff is coming out. Anyway, I am going on too long. My name is Finbar, and thank you so much for listening. I do appreciate it. Thanks for commenting and going on my channel and all that good stuff. And have fun with it, yo!